Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here coming at you with another One Piece video, and this is my round 3 final round of locals. Basically this is the Wednesday locals where we were just playing some fun, and today we are against Blue Dofy with the red purple kid from Kaizoku cards that I was talking about in the other videos. And pretty much for you guys who don't know what he does, well, if you have 4 or more life, you go ahead and lose 1k power during your turn, and when he attacks you can neg a Don to go ahead and gain 2k power when attacking. So pretty good leader, pretty interesting leader. I've been testing him and really enjoying him, and this match is going to be against a Dofy deck, which honestly, Blue Dofy, it's been a while since I've seen it, especially during OP04. Not really a lot of people were playing because they were more obsessed with the Blue Croc build that goes ahead and plays the 10-drop Kaido and stuff. So let's go ahead and see how this match is going to turn out. So let's go ahead and see. It seems Dofy's on the play, so he goes ahead and gets his 1 Don, passes turn instantly though, so he didn't drop Perona, and I just go ahead and drop a blocker and pass turn. He goes ahead and gets 3 Don, and then rests free, swinging 5 into life first though, to play that blocker Dofy, allowing him to stack his deck, which is actually pretty good because it means that he's going to be able to stack his deck in a way where he can get those 7 Warlords on top of his deck, but chooses to put all the cards to the bottom of his deck, so he must not have had anything that was good for him. Goes ahead and passes though. We go ahead and get our 2 Don, putting us on 4 this turn. And let's see what we're going to do. Because there's a lot of different things we could potentially do. Could put a Don on our leader, and we are going to put a Don on our leader, swing for 5. Literally, people who ever think that's 6, unfortunate. And he goes ahead and grabs the Perona. I go ahead and play a heat and pass turn. So he did get the Perona off life, which is good for him. I did just barely see it. Rests 1 to play that Perona to try and stack his deck again, because he did put all the cards on the bottom last time. So let's see what he chooses to do with this. Looks like he's putting it in an order that makes sense to him. And will he put it somewhere that belongs? It looks like getting his order correct, doesn't want to mess it up, make sure that his next couple of draws are good. Okay. And he's on 4 Don, so he's probably going to put some of that onto his leader. And he does. He puts 2 of it onto the lead, rests 1, and plays a Jinbei off the top. Okay. Very good card, that Jinbei. When it's KO'd, it can put a 3 cost or less to the bottom of the deck. So going to put him in a very good position there. And he passes turn, putting us onto 6 Don. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rest 5 to play the Missile Sunday. Gets us to that lovely number 7, which is very nice. And we go ahead and swing a 6k into leader. Good for us. Okay, so where is it going to go from here then? So he does go ahead and counter that, going ahead and stopping himself from taking another life, because that's how Blue pretty much wants to play. It wants to keep its life, it wants to keep things going, just wants to keep itself protected. So what are we going to do then? It's the Blue Dofy player's turn. He's on his 7 Don turn, I think. So he could potentially drop quite a few things. He could go ahead and red rock, probably 3,000 Worlds, and also swing with the Dofy to go get a free character. But he's going to go ahead and swing 5 into life. I choose to counter with a Gene Bart. Swings 7 into life, plays a Gecko Moria. Sadly can't add that lovely Alvida from the trash to his hand because it only adds the Gecko Moria's actual crew and also basically 7 Warlords from the trash to the hand. But he goes ahead and passes after playing a Gecko Moria from the vanilla Gecko Moria. And we swing 5 into his rested Gecko Moria. Is he going to let it die is the question, because he doesn't. He chooses to counter. Okay. Interesting choice that he chose to counter that. Go ahead and swing another 5 of a Zoro, trying to clean up his board a bit, or go ahead and take his hand, which would be also very nice. Will he choose to counter out? Or will he choose to let it die? That's the question. Like, what is the better play for him? Where would he want to go from here? Like, keeping the Moria means that he has the ability to swing more, right? But he does choose to counter because of that. And we go ahead and swing 7 into the Gecko Moria this time. And it's interesting that he's not using the blocker. So we go ahead and swing another 7 because the heat did gain 2k power. And we swing it into the Jinbei, I think we did. And we do kill the Jinbei, and what's he going to get rid of? He gets rid of the heat. Smart move, because getting rid of the heat here means that I do lose that 6k potential every single turn. Like, you could have gotten rid of the blocker, and I drop another blocker with another heat, but getting rid of the heat is correct just because it means that we have less power to swing with, especially seeing as this deck is a 2k power counter deck when it comes down to Blue Doflamingo, where you want a lot of 2k counters. To go ahead and protect yourself, heat kind of just mitigates that, where I'm going to be swinging 7s every turn by placing 1 Don on him, so it does feel very good. But he's going to go ahead and swing 6 of his Gecko Mori into life. I do choose to 2k counter that, protecting myself in the process. Swings 5 probably into life again. Hits me with, I hit him with a Gene Bark counter. Plays the 9-drop Mihawk. Very good there. Going to be able to remove that heat again. Okay, that's going to put him in a very, very good position, because getting rid of the heat means that I have less swinging potential, means that I have essentially less ability to try and kill him. But we're going to go ahead, drop that 10-drop Luffy, which is going to mean that if he blocks, I'm going to kill 2 of his things. Like, I'm going to kill his blocker, and I'm going to kill another character. He does choose to 1k counter that. We swing 5 again, probably into the life. This is probably all going into life, and he does choose to take it. And then we swing 7 into life again. He does choose... Oh no, probably swung 7 into Moria if he chose to count it with 2k. Okay, probably should have swung that into life. And then we go ahead and swing into the Moria again, and he does choose to let it die, which is good. So he goes ahead and passes turn. He has the 9-drop Mihawk, and he plays a Perona though. Gonna look at the top 5 of his deck, putting cards wherever he deems necessary. Like, from what I can tell, it looks like he has 2 Boas there. It looked like a Dracula Mihawk and a Kuma, if I saw that correctly. And now he's going to stack this up. So he's going to put 7 down. Swings 7 into... What did he swing 7 into? That's the question. Are we going to block it? Maybe it was into a character. No, it was into life, and I do choose to just take the life. Okay. Interesting. Alright, and he does have a lot of power. And he's going to put 3 onto the Perona, and he's going to swing 5 probably into life again. I do choose to counter that with a 1k. Wanting to protect myself there. Swings 9 probably into life one more time. Maybe into a character. And I choose to block this one. Then he swings 7 again. Okay. Now where did it go? It went into the Zoro this time. I could have just blocked it though. Maybe it's because he's on free life and I don't really want to risk losing everything. Maybe have the protection that I didn't choose to do that. Okay. So we're going to rest. It looked like 5 there. Nega Don to go ahead and draw 2 with that queen. Discard a Miss All Sunday with that queen, seeing as she's already served her purpose. And then we're going to swing 7 into what? The Bo Hancock. Can we kill that? That's good. So I'm choosing to go for board clear here instead of going ahead and going to life. Swinging into probably the Dracula Mihawk now. That just leaves the board instantly. Okay. And then we swing a big 8k into that blocker Doflamingo there, which does end up dying. And then I pass turn. Okay, so we're in a decent position now. We've got 2 blockers still. He's on 3 life and we're only on 1 life. But nonetheless, pretty decent area for us. Like, the blue Dofi player is going to have a bit of a hard time getting through our life, especially with the 2 blockers, which is the Queen and the... I can't remember her name. She's the 2-cost one that has the clone fruit that Bon Clay has. I can't remember her name. Right. So he's going to go ahead and swing 7 into my life. He's going to rest the 1, reveal the top, and he gets a Mihawk. Okay. Pretty good. And I think he swung into the Missile Sunday there. So I let that die. Okay. Now, what is he going to do? Is he going to maybe commit with these Peronas, maybe? What's his plan? Like, I'm not too sure. Like, where would he go? So he's going to swing 5 into life. We do choose to counter. And he swings 6 into the Queen, I think. And we do choose to 2k counter regardless, so it wasn't going to die. Okay, so we draw for turn here. He's on 3 life still. He's got a decent field. Only a couple of cards in hand. We're going to rest 5, play our Queen, draw 2, and then trash 1 again. Discarding a Black Maria. Okay. Then we're going to swing 7 probably into life, and he does choose to take it. Swing 7 again into life. Trying to take out all of his life here. Does take it again. Swing an 11 into life. Okay. Will he be able to... Is he contemplating countering? Wow, he did counter out. He countered with the... I think that was 3 2Ks and a Boa. Okay. Interesting that he chose to counter that instead of, like, the other 2 swings. And then we go ahead and play another blocker So, honestly, at this point, I don't think it's going to be possible for the Dofi player to kind of kill us here. Because we have the 10-drop Luffy, we have 3 blockers on the board. Like, there's not really any way for him to properly deal with the board presence we currently have. So it's going to be hard for him to try and get to my life. Maybe, like, how many cards he has in hand? He has 2 cards in hand. What could he possibly do here to kind of get around this situation? Like, I'm not too sure. So he goes ahead and swings 6 with the Mihawk. I go ahead and 2k counter it. He trashes Akuma and something else. I didn't see the other card. Okay. And is he going to swing with lead? Probably, right? Like, where's the play here? Where's the play here? So he's going to rest, what was that, 3 to play the Dofi. That's actually pretty good, because that means that he has some form of protection. And as long as he doesn't have another blocker, it means he doesn't really have to worry about it either. Because, like, the 10-drop Yuffie, yes, it's going to kill something. But at the same time, as long as he doesn't have another blocker for me to kill, it's going to be pretty smooth for him. Goes ahead and swings 6 into life from the looks of it. We go ahead and 1k counter it. Or maybe it was into the Queen, because it was 1k. And then he plays a blower with a 1 Don on it. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate there, because with the Luffy, it means that he's in a very bad position, because it means I can kill his other blocker. But he does take the life with the 11k swing. And then we swing for 7 into life. He does block, draws a card. And then that dies, and then the Luffy's going to go ahead and kill the Doflamingo. Okay. And then we just go swing really, really big with our leader, and that is game, guys. So, yep, that was the game there. Honestly, the Dofi player did try to put up a fight, but it seems that my blockers were just too much for him to get through, plus my hand had a load of counters in it, making his life just a lot harder for him to play the game. Maybe if he tried to remove the blockers instead of the heat, he could have had a bit more of a chance, but at the same time, removing the heat, in my opinion, is just the correct play over every situation, just because the heat is going to become a 6k. It means you're going to have to use your 2Ks, or you're going to have to use more. So personally, I think removing the heat was correct, but who knows? Like, it could have turned out any other way. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this. This was the last round of my locals where I was playing kind of against funner decks, more interesting decks. So I hope you did enjoy that. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more One Piece content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Dollars signing out. Later all.